Kia ora team, and welcome to my channel. Hope you enjoy it. It's just for fun. So I've been inspired to create this channel because I play exclusively or almost exclusively on PS5. I used to play on PC, so I'm familiar with a lot of PC games. And I switched to PlayStation because PC just got a little bit expensive, life changed, you know how it is. Things move on. Anyway, really interested in open world, large strategy games where there's lots of exploration, lots of running around, lots of figuring things out. That said, a lot of these games traditionally transitioned over or ported over from PC. This doesn't always work out very well for a number of reasons. One is controls don't always map over very well. Sometimes don't get the same kind of style of gameplay and things can fall apart. I suppose my biggest adventure into this kind of porting episode was Elite Dangerous from Frontier. Kind of say nothing more about the fact that they subsequently pulled the plug on support for the PlayStation. I played Elite Dangerous for a couple of years, and one of the things you find out about these kinds of things is you spend an awful lot of time trawling through the internet, looking over third-party stuff, and spending an awful lot of time looking at YouTube channels. And I've seen some pretty great YouTube creators out there, to name but a few. Obsidian Ant, Waddles, obviously big on the Minecraft scene, got Prowl as well, Mr. Sealy P, Farmer Cop, Cobra Days, to name but a few. They all do great stuff. However, getting people who do great stuff exclusively to PlayStation is pretty tough. I spend an awful lot of time trying to figure things out, an awful lot of time trying to work out who's good creators and who's not. I have to say, it's been a bit hit and miss. So, after starting up another new game, Cobra Days, suggested maybe I should just do it myself, and that's not a bad idea. So, let's just lay down some ground rules about the channel. I am in no way, shape or form an expert at anything. I wouldn't proclaim to be, I'm not going to say I am. Probably not a master, not a genius. I'm not someone who you're going to watch stuff and go, that's the best way to do things, because it's probably not me. What I am is bumbling around trying to make it work. Probably like a lot of you. And you probably find you get stuck too. And I'll be there to make the really dumbass mistakes so you don't have to. That's what I'm all about. Also, what I've found is it often be quite hard just to get some simple basic understanding of stuff. Like I said, when things transition over from PC to PlayStation, the controls change, the UIs change, the way you play the game changes. And it's not always straightforward, it's not always simple. It doesn't always work, to be honest. I've seen games that haven't worked very well. But there are some games that work alright, and some games that you just have to learn that there's a particular way to do it, and it may not exactly be the way you thought it was. But what I don't want is people getting turned off, switching off, rage quitting, throwing it in the bin, and saying, that's a rubbish game. It's probably not a rubbish game, it just hasn't exactly worked very well. So I guess you're watching some of the stuff that I've traditionally played, like I said, Farming Simulator, City Skylines, No Man's Sky, Surviving the Aftermath. Things where it's not really a traditional linear approach, doesn't take the way you would think. Things that aren't linear, not shoot 'em ups, not the kind of things where you're running around in the dark trying to find stuff, although we'll talk about that possibly later. This is the kind of thing where you're open to do whatever you like. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. Often they have a steep learning curve. Often there's no tutorial, or what tutorial there is pretty slim on the ground, because what are you going to tutor people? You're basically saying to people, here it is, here's the problem, get out there and solve it. You have to work out what the game is doing and how the game is going to respond to what you are playing and your particular play style. So, like I say, here we are at the channel. A few ground rules. This is my first channel. No big surprise, I suppose. So take it easy. This is not my full-time job. I have a family, I have kids, I have a dog, I have a mortgage, probably like a lot of you. And what that means is I can only play this casually. I can only do this casually. It's not something that I'm doing on a professional basis. Don't expect slick. Don't expect seamless. Don't expect me to be the best thing since sliced white bread, because that's probably not what's going to happen. Secondly, obviously, quality of the videos. Yeah, okay, it might not be the best, it might not be the smoothest, might not have the greatest transitions or visual effects or whiz bang this or whiz bang that. That's probably not to be surprising, because this is my first hack at it. So, leave your comments at the door if you've got nothing positive to say. If you do have something positive to say, feel free, flick a like, subscribe, click the notification, and let me know. Drop a comment. I'm happy to reply. Happy to reply. I'm happy to hear from people who know more than me. Like I said, I don't profess to knowing everything there is to know, and I'm happy to take comments. Just, be constructive, be proactive, be friendly. It's a community out there. We're not here to bash anybody around the head. We're here to help support each other. Here to do things, here to move on. So, by all means. So, that's the end of the channel, I'm going to have a look, going to have a play, going to run about and probably do a whole bunch of silly things, so you don't have to. And hopefully I'll drop a few things here and there that might surprise you. You might find some things that are new. And I'll probably do a little bit of background reading as well. Again, so you don't necessarily have to. One of the things I am going to say, I'm not a real big fan of a lot of third-party stuff. I don't really want to spend my time talking about, go to this website, read this, go to that website, read that. And what we want to say is, here is the game. Here is how it is played on PlayStation. Here are the things you need to know while you're playing it. Might not be in the instructions, might not be in the tutorial, but it's no use saying, you need to have a computer open while you're playing a PlayStation. The intent is you play the game on the PlayStation. You learn from the PlayStation. You do it the PlayStation way. I may, as I say, resort to using some supporting equipment and things, but really only to advise you people not to cheat my way into better gameplay or kind of make it look I know more about what I'm doing, because I'm sitting with a computer open on my lap. That's absolutely not my intention. My intention is to look at every single game as it's presented to me as I'm sitting there playing it on the PlayStation. And that brings me to DayZ. This channel, for the coming year, is going to be devoted to DayZ. You can buy Cobra DayZ for that, and I'll put a link down below. That is what we're going to be focused on for this series, for this year. That is the game that we're going to be playing. So, thank you. Welcome to the channel, and I'll see you all later.